Long ago, in a peaceful Efik village nestled between thick rainforests and winding rivers, there lived a girl so beautiful that even the elders whispered her name with awe, Adiaha. Her skin shimmered like oiled ebony under the sun, her eyes sparkled like the moonlight on water, and when she smiled, birds paused their songs to listen. Adiaha was the only daughter of Chief Ekong, a well-respected elder, and his wife Ama Ino, a skilled weaver. From the day she was born, the gods were said to have smiled down upon her. Drummers played at her naming, and a rainbow appeared over their compound, a sign of destiny. As she grew, her beauty grew too, but so did her pride. "Why should I marry a farmer who smells of sweat?" she would ask when suitors came. "Or a hunter with bushmeat between his teeth?" Many young men came from near and far to ask for her hand, traders, fishermen, even a prince. But Adiaha would turn up her nose. She wanted only someone perfect. His skin must be smooth, she told her mother, his clothes rich, his voice deep like thunder, and his gifts greater than gold. Her mother warned her gently, "Child, even the brightest wrapper fades one day. Kindness is more lasting than beauty. Choose a man who will protect and respect you." But Adiaha would shake her head and laugh. "I'll marry only the man who dazzles the sun and humbles the moon." Her arrogance became known across villages. Still, she remained unmarried and time passed. Then one day, everything changed. Adiaha's journey with her new husband began at dawn. The forest path was quiet, the air cool with dew. Birds chirped from the canopy, and rays of light slipped through the tall trees like golden spears. Behind them, the villagers faded into silence, and before them stretched the unknown. Ubak Uye, her mysterious husband, rode ahead in silence. Though Adiaha tried to ask about his family or village, he would only reply with vague words. "We are close," he'd say, or "You will see for yourself." At first, Adiaha was too enchanted to care. The path wound through landscapes she had never seen before, glowing caves with whispering winds, streams that shimmered in unnatural colors, and trees that seemed to bow as they passed. But as they walked deeper into the forest, things began to feel strange. The path turned narrow and thorny. The birds stopped singing, the air became cold, and a foul smell began to rise, a mix of decay and earth. The servants no longer followed them. One by one, they had vanished along the way, as though swallowed by the trees. Adiaha's feet ached. Her wrapper was torn. She tried to speak again, but her husband said nothing. "Ubak Uye," she called. "I'm tired. Where are we going?" But he only turned his head slightly, and for a brief moment, the veil shifted. Adiaha froze. What she saw beneath chilled her blood, a hollow black eye socket and yellowed teeth grinning in a bony jaw. It was not a man she had married. It was a skull. She stumbled back, gasping. "What are you? What have you done with your face?" The creature laughed, a terrible, echoing laugh that sounded like bones rattling in a gourd. "You wanted a man more beautiful than the sun," he said, his voice no longer deep and smooth but dry and ancient. "You wanted gold and praise. You did not ask who I was, only how much I had." Adiaha turned to run, but the forest had changed. The path had disappeared. Trees twisted like claws, and ghostly whispers filled the air. Shadows slithered beneath her feet. She was trapped. The skull, no longer hiding his form, floated before her, a full skeleton now, dressed in the fine clothes she had once admired. He raised a bony hand and gestured. Suddenly, the ground split open. From beneath emerged a village of bones, huts made of skulls, rivers that flowed with black liquid, trees that dripped blood-red sap. Spirits floated between the huts, some weeping, some screaming, others staring silently. Adiaha screamed. The skull turned to her. "Welcome to your new home. You are now my bride." Dawn broke slowly in the forest, the mist rising like spirits from the earth. Adiaha sat curled on the cold ground, too afraid to close her eyes. The skull creature, once Ubak Uye, sat silently across from her, unmoving, watching. But Adiaha was not broken. Beneath her fear, her mother's words echoed, Even the brightest wrapper fades. Choose a man who will protect and respect you." Now she understood. When the creature rose and turned to gather something from a hollow log, she seized her chance. With the stealth of a hunted animal, she crept backward into the forest's shadows, then turned and ran. The forest seemed endless. Thorns scratched her skin, branches tugged at her wrapper. She ran until her breath burned and her legs buckled. Finally, she collapsed beside a giant iroko tree, weeping. The forest responded. A rustle, a hush. A voice, old and gentle, came